What up? All right. Once you have the house, you've already chosen a good area in good proximity with a good floor plan. Now we want to make that house suitable for APD. So if you're doing handicapped individuals, they're going to want to see showers with a flat access into the shower, so a shower chair can roll in, or a shower seat in it if it's someone with limited mobility that needs to transfer from their wheelchair into the shower. They're going to see grab bars in the shower. You can buy metal ones and screw them in for permanent fixtures. When I did my inspection, I had the suction held grab bars in the shower, which were removable, because I wanted to take them down so I could continue on Airbnb before I switched over. Let me see what else is on this list. Ramps at your front door. So any entry door needs to have a ramp just in case you have someone with limited mobility or in a wheelchair. And I think this is regardless. Even if you're going to do all clients that walk, I think those ramps might be required, but don't quote me as APD. Fire sprinklers. Some counties and cities are requiring you to have fire sprinklers even if you have able-bodied individuals. So find out from your municipality if you have to have fire sprinklers in your home. And that would be a fire sprinkler and smoke alarm system. You'll also need to have fire extinguishers in the home, 2 different ones, one in the kitchen and one in another place. The house needs to be fully furnished for your APD inspection. So you want furnish it like a house. If it's a living room, you need to have living room furniture in it. If it's a dining room, you need to have a dining room table and chairs. If it's a bedroom, you need to have a bed. You'll need to have exit signs at your front and back door. Also, by the front and back door, you should have a little map of the house showing your path to get out in case of a fire. So you want to have a fire escape route posted in the house as well. CMS will require you to have all the bedroom doors have the option to have a key, because each resident should be able to choose whether or not they have a private access or not. And that will be indicated within the lease. So they'll make you have keyed locks. I had all regular locks and I had to switch out all my locks after my initial inspection to put keys and then submit proof that I had made that change. There are certain signs that APD will want you to have posted throughout the house. So there's like a sexual abuse hotline number that you need to have posted in at least 2 or 3 spaces in the house. They want you to post the schedule for any local transportation that you have available. There should be a phone and or computer that the residents have access to and are able to use. Emergency contact information should be posted. And then any cleaning supplies or chemicals, those need to be kept in a locked cabinet. Okay. Yep. So those are the things you need for an inspection. Additional things that you will need based on the way you're going to operate. So again, if you're doing total care, bedbound individuals or individuals in a wheelchair, get yourself a Hoyer lift. Most times residents will come with some equipment. They may come with their own wheelchair. They may come with their own shower chair. I even had one come with his own Hoyer lift, and they should come with their own bed. But you could also get clients that don't come with anything, or the functionality of that thing may not be conducive to the way you need to operate within your home. And also, you don't want 6 Hoyer lifts and 6 shower chairs through the house. So get your own. We got our own Hoyer lift. We got our own shower chair. And that just helped make it easier and reduce the amount of stuff we had to house in the house. Let's see. We created you need a staff section. So if you're doing medical, you can call it a nurse's station. If not, you still need a designated area for your staff. It's where you're going to have communication boards. It's where you're going to keep your company policies, your emergency management plan. You're going to keep your resident folders in this area. So create a spot in a house. It can be a whole room, or it could just be a corner in a room where you put a desk, You put a board up where there's a cork board or like a dry erase so that you can create a system to communicate with your staff and to post those important documents that people need to be able to look over and have available for a quick reference. Get you a filing cabinet as well. Within the filing cabinet, you want to be able to keep up with all your employee documents and then other resident documents that you don't want to have out and accessible. So in APD group homes, we are allowed to use Hoyer lifts, but I've heard that you are not allowed to use Hoyer lifts in assisted living facilities. So know before you go and find out what tools and equipments are or are not allowable in whatever type of home you decide to do.